God has an incredible revelation for you today. The person who is meant to be your spouse, your divine partner in marriage, is already present in your life right now. You've met them, talked with them, and they're part of your world. But you haven't recognized them yet. This isn't a random coincidence or wishful thinking. It's divine orchestration carefully arranged by God. This message comes with love to open your eyes to what has been in front of you all along. That feeling of waiting and searching might end today when you discover who has already been placed in your path. As you hear these words, know that God sees the perfect connection that you've been missing. It's normal to feel frustrated or impatient when waiting for true love, wondering if you'll ever find the one, but remember that God has already set this plan in motion. This revelation is your chance to look with new eyes and turn blindness into recognition. You're receiving this message because there's still perfect time to discover this person before either of you takes a different path. Even when finding your future spouse feels impossible, trust that this revelation is a blessing because God has already completed the most difficult part, bringing this person into your life. Now you just need to see them for who they truly are. As you think about who this person might be, take time to examine your current relationships. Just like a treasure hunter who walks past gold because they don't recognize its unpolished form, you may have overlooked your future spouse because they don't match your mental picture of the one. Hold on to your standards for honesty and respect, but let go of superficial checklists and unrealistic expectations that blind you to real love. Just like cleaning smudged glasses suddenly makes everything clear, you need to wipe away society's romantic filters to see the divine connection already present. This revelation isn't meant to create desperation to find someone, but to transform how you see the people already surrounding you. Sometimes the most beautiful love stories begin with friendship, shared values, or comfortable silence, not dramatic sparks or perfect first impressions that fade quickly with time. This revelation about your future spouse is more than just romantic advice. It's a spiritual checkpoint in your journey toward divine partnership. It's a time to develop spiritual discernment about relationships and find the courage to look deeper than surface attractions. Face this message with an open heart and ready mind, knowing that God often works through unexpected people and situations. There's a loving plan at work in your romantic life, unfolding exactly as it should with perfect timing. Past relationship disappointments weren't failures but necessary preparation, teaching you exactly what you need to recognize your true partner. Each heartbreak and lesson has refined your spiritual vision for this moment of recognition. When your heart feels confused about who this person might be, reach out in prayer for clarity. God is always here to guide your heart toward its divine match if you listen carefully. In your prayers, you'll find the wisdom to recognize the difference between comfortable familiarity and divine connection, between friendly affection and the foundation of lasting love. As we explore this journey of recognizing your divine marriage partner, I'd like to help prepare you for future relationship guidance as well. If these revelations about divine love connections resonate with your heart, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to receive more spiritual insights about relationships, marriage, and God's perfect timing in your life. Pay attention to small signs that someone already in your life might be your future spouse. These aren't just everyday interactions. They are divine clues sent specially to guide your heart. As you think about different people in your life, stay alert for unusual feelings or meaningful moments that feel significant. You might notice unexpected comfort in someone's presence, find yourself thinking about them during important moments, or realize they know exactly what you need without asking. You might discover deep spiritual alignment in conversations you never expected or realize they've seen you at your worst yet. Remain steadfastly supportive. These aren't coincidences. They're sacred signposts guiding you toward recognition. Trust your inner feelings about the people around you. That quiet voice inside that feels peaceful and certain, not desperate or anxious, is your connection to divine wisdom about relationships. When you feel completely yourself around someone, when conversations flow effortlessly for hours, or when silence between you feels comfortable rather than awkward, that's God revealing compatibility beyond surface attraction. These intuitive moments are gentle nudges toward your future spouse. Notice them, honor them, and allow yourself to see familiar faces with new possibilities. Remember, you're not searching for your future spouse alone. God is with you, surrounding you with love and guidance as you open your eyes to this divine connection. Around you stands a team of guardian angels, spiritual guides, and heavenly helpers, all working to bring this relationship to light at the perfect time. This revelation is designed to bring you joy, not anxiety. And every part of this love story is unfolding under divine direction. Feel thankful for this divine insight, for it shows how deeply your happiness matters to God. Each moment of awareness brings you closer to recognizing the love that's been waiting to blossom. The universe holds your heart gently during this time of discovery, carefully orchestrating encounters and conversations that will open your eyes. Nothing can prevent this divine revelation from happening when the time is perfectly right. Your future spouse is already positioned in your life. Divine timing, God's perfect clock, is working in your love life right now. When you receive this revelation at exactly the moment when you're spiritually ready to recognize your future spouse, that's sacred timing at work. You haven't seen this person clearly before because both of you needed time to grow, learn, and become the perfect partners for each other. These moments of preparation show you're connected to God's romantic plan, living in harmony with divine guidance even through seasons of waiting. As signs about this person become clearer, let them build your confidence in God's perfect matchmaking. Each revelation confirms you're being guided toward the relationship that will fulfill God's purpose for your life. Pay attention to these experiences and trust their message. They aren't random attractions or convenient connections. They're part of a loving plan to bring together two souls meant to walk life's path as one. Keep your heart open to seeing familiar people in new ways. The more you recognize divine signs, the clearer you'll see the spouse already in your path. Just as you receive this divine revelation about your future spouse, your support helps us continue sharing similar guidance with others searching for their God-ordained partner. A small super thanks of $5, $10, or $20 allows these important messages about divine love connections to reach those who feel lost and alone, wondering if God has forgotten their heart's desire for marriage. As you begin looking at familiar faces with new awareness, believe that this process can lead to amazing spiritual growth. Just like a seed planted seasons ago that has been growing underground, unseen but alive, your connection with this person has been developing in ways you haven't fully recognized. God arranges these divine partnerships perfectly, even when they don't match our romantic expectations at first. Focus on developing spiritual discernment, because that inner clarity is what helps you recognize divine love amid everyday relationships. When you stay open to God's definition of compatibility rather than society's version of romance, wonderful revelations begin to unfold. Connections you never considered romantically start showing deeper potential. Every step you take toward spiritual honesty about relationships brings you closer to recognizing your future spouse. Stay authentic in your interactions with everyone around you, because your natural self is who your future spouse is drawn to. Your relationship with God remains your surest guide to recognizing the marriage partner already placed in your path. As you seek to recognize your future spouse, make it a habit to say, "Divine love is revealing itself in my life each morning." Speak these words with complete faith and expectation. This simple practice opens your spiritual eyes to see beyond surface Level interactions to the divine connections waiting to be discovered. When doubt creeps in, or when loneliness makes you question this message, pause for a moment. Use this time to quiet your mind and reconnect with God's perfect plan for your love life. Trust that God is working everything out for your happiness, and begin each day thanking Him for already bringing your future spouse into your life. Keep a gratitude journal specifically for the people God has placed around you, writing down positive qualities you notice in them. When you fill your thoughts with appreciation for those already present, instead of longing for someone new, you create room for divine revelation. Your willingness to see familiar faces with fresh perspective is the key that unlocks recognition of the love already placed in your path. During this time of revelation, you're not just discovering your own love story, but also becoming someone who can help others recognize divine love connections in their lives. Your journey offers you a chance to show God's matchmaking wisdom to those still searching in all the wrong places. Each conversation gives you new opportunities to share this message of hope with friends who feel their future spouse will never appear. As you pray for clarity and connect with God about your relationships, remember to encourage others to look closer at the people already surrounding them. Your experience can inspire and guide others who might be overlooking their divine partner. Use your story to bring hope to someone else's loneliness. Embrace each day as a chance to build a community that trusts God's placement of the right people in our lives. In this journey of recognition, we grow wiser together, supporting each other through prayer and gentle reminders to look with spiritual eyes, not just physical attraction, creating a circle of believers who trust God's perfect relationship timing. In closing, as you process this revelation about your future spouse already being in your life, move forward with hope and new awareness. Be prepared to welcome divine insights, face relationship possibilities with open-minded faith, and recognize the blessing of familiar connections in new light. Trust in the power of prayer to guide your heart toward recognition and in God's perfect matchmaking wisdom. You're on a path to discovering divine love that has been present all along, surrounded by heavenly guidance and strengthened by faith. Keep saying, "Divine love is revealing itself in my life," and watch as recognition dawns like a beautiful sunrise. If this message has helped you see relationships with new spiritual eyes, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more divine guidance about love and marriage. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a revelation meant for your heart. When you share this message, you might help someone recognize their future spouse who's been waiting to be seen. Each person who discovers divine love through you becomes part of your spiritual legacy of matchmaking and blessing. Dear Lord, please give us clear vision to recognize the divine partner you've already placed in our lives and the wisdom to see beyond our limited romantic expectations. Amen. If this message has touched your heart or helped you recognize someone in your life with true potential, consider showing your appreciation with a super thanks of $5, $10, $20s or more. Your support helps us continue sharing these divine revelations with others who need guidance in their love lives. Please share in the comments if you've experienced this kind of revelation, recognizing someone familiar as your divine partner, or what spiritual topics about relationships you'd like to hear in our next video. Your stories and suggestions help us bring you the guidance your heart needs most. Here are common situations where your future spouse might be hiding in plain sight, the friend who knows exactly what you need when you're going through difficult times, the colleague whose conversation makes your workday brighter in ways you can't explain, the acquaintance you keep randomly encountering in unexpected places as if God is creating divine appointments, the person who seems to understand parts of you that others never notice or appreciate, the individual who supports your spiritual growth and whose faith aligns with yours in meaningful ways. the familiar face who suddenly appears different to you, as if God has removed a veil from your eyes to see them clearly.